Hello everyone, this is a pink name here today with the first Warsow movement tutorial. Today we will be covering the basic controls of Warsow, how to maintain speed, how to gain speed by strafe jumping, how to turn using dash turning, how to turn using bunny jumping, and finally we will review everything. So before we begin, I'd like to make some notes. This tutorial is designed specifically for Warsow. However, most everything will apply to the default Warsow as well. If a technique does not work with the default physics, I'll tell you. In preparation for this tutorial, make sure you have installed Warsow, you've configured Warsow, including setting variables such as CG old movement and CG show pressed keys, and you have installed the tutorial map, pink tutorial. If not, follow the links given, they will help you out, and come back when you're ready. Now let's begin. Warsow has the basic movement keys forward, back, left, and right, which are assigned to W, S, A, and D as is usual. Also, we can jump with the spacebar and crouch with C. Finally, Warsow has the special key, which is right click. As you can see, we'll perform a dash in the direction we are facing. This is a short jump, which gives us 450 speed. We can also dash sideways by pressing a direction key and then pressing the special key. We will then dash in the direction we press. This way, we don't have to look whenever we dash. The special key has a second usage, which is the wall jump. If I am near a wall, press jump and then press the special key. I will wall jump away from the wall. This lets us get extra height and extra distance out of our jumps. Now we can make it out of this pit. We are going to walk against this wall on the side, jump, and press the wall jump key, and we will make it out of the pit. Notice that I wall jump on the side wall to get out. If I wall jump against the front wall, I might get pushed away from the wall and can't make it up. So try this for yourself. Hopefully you have made it up to this high ground and out of that pit. Now we are ready to continue. So let's say I want to make it down this hallway as fast as possible. I could walk, but you can see that only gives me 320 speed. If I dash, I go faster, but I lose it when I land. So how do I maintain speed? This is accomplished by jumping. First, I will dash, then press and hold the jump key. By holding the jump key, I will jump automatically every time I land, and I will maintain my speed when I jump. If I do this again and move my mouse this time, as long as I am holding only the jump key, I will continue in my original direction, no matter what direction I am looking in. However, if I hold the forward key and jump, I will turn in the direction I look. This is called air control. We will talk more about why using keys in conjunction with the mouse is the only way to change your movement at a later time. For now, take a moment and practice dashing and jumping to maintain your speed. I'll see you in a minute. Now we will talk about how to gain speed. You may have noticed some arrows that appear when I have 400 or so speed. These are called strafe helpers. They're here to help us perform what is known as a strafe jump. This is how we gain speed while moving on a straight path. First, we'll start with a dash and jump as usual. Then I'm going to hold the forward and left keys. Now nothing happens. Note that if I press any movement key while jumping, nothing changes unless I move my mouse. The direction keys alone do not affect movement. They must be used with the mouse in order to change movement. We can try this again holding the forward and right keys. Again, nothing changes. Before we actually strafe jump, try this for yourself and get used to the idea that the movement keys alone do not affect your movement. Now you are ready to begin a real strafe jump. Notice that I start by aiming to the side. A strafe jump will turn us slightly. I'm going to dash, jump, and hold the forward and left keys. Finally, I will slowly turn my mouse to the left. If I hold the forward and right keys, I will dash, jump, and turn my mouse to the right. As you can see, my speed increases when I do this. The goal is to move the black bar above the crosshair into the wide portion of the strafe helper arrows. If you do this right, the arrows will turn green and the bar underneath the speed meter will fill up. The closer you keep the black bar to the wide edge of the arrow, the better your acceleration. The green bar underneath the speed meter is your accelerometer. When it is completely filled, you have a perfect strafe. Notice that if I turn my mouse too little, I don't accelerate very much. If I turn too far, I lose speed or I will gain very little. Now if you are on a long hallway, strafing in one direction will eventually turn you into a wall. To avoid this, we switch strafing directions. Begin by strafing left, then we will stop moving the mouse left, let go of the left key, and begin holding the forward and right keys. Then we will move the mouse to the right and continue strafing to the right. Now that you know what to do on a straight path, let's start tackling corners. In Warsow, there are three main ways of turning. The first you have already learned, and that's air control. Begin by strafing down the hall. When you near the end, let go of every key except for forward and jump. Now smoothly and slowly turn your mouse around the corner. Again, hold only forward and jump and move your mouse to turn. Notice that using air control, I had to take the second turn very wide in order to get around. This is because air control is not good at making tight turns. At high speeds, you simply cannot turn sharply with this technique. If we want to turn sharply, we use dash turning. Now to do dash turning, we will again begin by strafing down the hall. When you near the end, let go of every key and turn your mouse to face the direction you want to go. Before you land, press and hold the special key. When you land, you will dash in the direction you are facing and keep your speed. Now let go of dash and hold the jump key. From here you may resume strafing. Now let's see that again. Strafe, turn, dash, strafe again. Take a moment and try this route for yourself. Now we will cover the third style of turning. This is called bunny jumping. It is the only style of turning in which you actually gain speed. Begin by strafing. When you near the corner, make sure you are facing a little bit to the left. Now let go of every key and hold only the right key and move your mouse slowly and smoothly to the right. It is important to have a very fluid mouse movement. After the corner, you can strafe jump again. Take a moment and try this route for yourself. Now that we have covered the basics, you're ready to put it all together. Let's start the map from the beginning. First, we will wall jump out of the pit, then strafe down the first hall. At the end, we will dash turn to the right and strafe down the next hall. Then we will 180 dash turn to continue. Go left at the end of this hall, and we will have to wall jump across a second pit. After this pit, we will begin bunny jumping to the left to go around the next curve. Then we will switch and bunny jump to the right. When you reach the plasma gun pickup, you've completed the first part of this map. Now let's watch that again in full speed. When you're comfortable with these techniques and are able to complete the first section of this map fairly easily, you have completed the basic Warsow training. Congratulations. We'll see you on the next tutorial.